सेंटी नहीं होना.
40 seconds. That's all it took, and he's back. The most captivating and the most polarizing figure in MMA history has made exactly the kind of return he needed to make, putting away somebody who the media wrote off as, you know, just not good enough for Conor, and that I think was objectively not true. He put away Donald Cowboy Cerrone, one of the best fighters to have ever stepped in the octagon, probably definitely the best fighter to have never held a UFC title, in 40 fucking seconds. What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, what the fuck, really?
And like saying 40 seconds, it just makes it seem like, oh, it took him 40 seconds exactly. But you could have stopped that fight earlier, man. You could have stopped it like 30 seconds.
Yeah, if that
you could see Cowboy was going down. After that head kick landed, he wasn't really there.
If that Superman punch could have connected
The start of the fight?
yeah, and earlier, like, you know, just when they were all about to touch gloves and Conor was just missed with that left hand. If that could have, like, you know, connected, he would have like straight 10 seconds KO'd.
Here's my theory, right? And this is a bit you know, a bit whack, primarily because Conor didn't really give much attention to Jorge right after. But I think Conor was trying to go and finish Cerrone off sooner than Jorge finished Ben Askren. And I think that would have been the biggest statement that Conor could have made. And, you know, he talked about the forgetfulness of the MMA community, how people have forgotten this and that. I think he had complete intention to remind everybody, just go out, first second of the fight, straight left, knock Cerrone out. But I don't think that would have happened anyway. Cerrone's a tough cookie. I mean, it took him 40 seconds only to dispose of Cerrone, but we know what he went through in those 40 seconds. And I think the first thing that I really want to talk about then is, I've never seen this, man. Like, I've never ever seen this in a fight. I've never thought people would train this in training. I've never seen this in even a martial arts movie. Shoulders to the face?
Shoulder taps.
Shahid, you're a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Right? Now, explain to me, has it ever occurred to you or anyone you've trained with to train your shoulder in the clinch?
Not the way Conor used it inside the center of the ring. But yes, in a training camp, obviously we probably do a clinch drill where you go against the cage, and when you're wrestling with someone bigger than your size, obviously you have to, like, to control their chin, to control the frame, you have to use your shoulder to control, not to hit the other person's under the chin. That's the completely first time ever saw like a shoulder weapon used by like a former champion of a UFC. Like, that's remarkable kind of a strike I have ever seen inside a live sport.
And it wasn't even like he just landed it like just as a blow. He broke his nose, man.
Broke his nose.
And, like, you know,
the first hit, he just, like, you know, stunned him, and the second one on him, like, you know, just
and then he broke his
the
nose.
third one was less.
And then he just steps away to take a breath, and then bam.
Like, you know, and then he throws a head kick to Conor. Conor blocks it, and then Conor comes back with a head kick of his own. I mean, Conor talked about how that was essentially it wasn't even a shoulder strike. According to him, it was a level change. So he kind of went low and then came up high.
He was like actually jumping his weight.
He was driving with his legs.
And there was it's a little bit of a skip in his step. He kind of reached
the reason
up
because he's a shorter guy, so he wants to, like, manage to have more force inwards going on his Donald's chin. So that actually was kind of a holding back and pushing up. That was a tremendous strike. And then after that, they broke off the clinch. Donald tried to head kick him, which was unsuccessful, and then he blocked it, and then Conor threw a left kick, which was
the
just
significance of the fact that Conor McGregor knocked out Cerrone with his own signature move, the head kick.
That's beautiful.
I mean, this is the best statement you can make, not just in terms of, like, fighting skill or in terms of, like, striking.
Even though you're not a fan of him, if not, it's still, I mean, you have to, like, give him even props to him. I mean, that was a classic kick to the face of a killer.
Of a guy who was a Muay Thai
Donald
legend.
Cerrone is a bad.
Can we talk about that for a second?
I mean,
like, people are not realizing the fact that
some
Cerrone
people
is, you know, like, I mean, the fact that he is one of the greatest fighters to have ever fought, not just in terms of any time, any place, anywhere, which is his mantra, that he's going to show up no matter where it is and just fight you. Just the fact that Cerrone is so good in the octagon. We've seen him put together combinations that are literally...
The Rick Story.
The Rick Story. Wow. The Rick Story combination knockout is so interesting because it's literally, you know, if you watch that in slow motion, which is the only way you can really
you can understand.
But even in slow motion, it's like Cerrone knows exactly. So I've jabbed, you know, like kicked him in the belly, so I know he's gonna, you know, like duck and then come up, and then now he's gonna go back, so I have to throw a head kick. He's in fast motion while Rick Story's in slow motion, in slow motion video.
It reminds me of Holloway as well, man. Like Holloway when he was fighting Ortega. Remember that fight?
Oh my god!
It's like you're on another level. It's like your brain's just on a higher frequency. You're reading things quicker. It's just
your reactions are insane,
man.
and Cerrone is again one of the best fighters to have ever done it. And
I think that puts it into really good context, McGregor, because out of 20 strikes that he threw, he landed 19 of them. Those were 19 significant strikes. The efficiency of his movements, he's using his shoulder, he's as fluid as can be. I think this was by far the best McGregor we have ever seen.
And that's just 40 seconds.
By
just
far
40
the
seconds.
best. And 40 seconds. That's surprisingly like the... I mean, second best his finish, I think, in his whole career, probably. If you
second
can go,
fastest, that's
second fastest, for sure. That's for sure.
And I mean, if he landed that, I mean,
the Superman punch, I think that would have been the first.
And the thing is, I've seen McGregor perform and outperform and show up, but I've never seen him this good. And when I say that, I simply mean in terms of his finishing sense. Usually fighters get a sense of a finish is coming, you know, like eventually into the fight. Conor knew that he had the finish the moment he started the fight. And then after that, you can tell he's very patient. You know what I mean? Like he was patient in, of course, the shoulder strikes, and as soon as he realized that they did damage,
he was well prepared about the bout. Like the way he was holding Donald's hand and his shoulders hitting the face of Donald. I mean, that was like, you know, Cowboys. I mean, that whole even though it ended like in 40 seconds, we can still saw that he was so calm about it. Okay, my strike's gonna land. I have to just chill. And then when they break it up, so they eventually just rush through Cowboys' face.
And that's the thing. He was calm about it. I think that's one of the biggest.
And everyone's prediction got out of the. I mean,
trash.
Everyone was like hoping, okay, this could go 5 rounds, and then probably they can get. Like everyone got surprised.
I thought my prediction was that Conor's gonna win by decision, and holy shit, was I wrong? And I guess the reason I made that prediction was twofold, right? So I gave Cerrone the benefit of the doubt that he's gonna be able to keep Conor on the outside in the first few rounds, and then drag it out later. Conor's gonna get slower, and the fact that Conor
everyone was thinking that,
Conor said he wants rounds in. He said I'm gonna go as long as I can, or you know all of that. He wanted to show 5 rounds. Apparently not. He just came out and he absolutely blasted him, right? So from
first round or first minute, I mean, that's insane. I mean, finishing a championship level fight in the first round. I mean, that's really insane.
And then to do it under a minute is even more insane. But I mean, we're still all in shock and awe over exactly what Conor did. But we have to really take a step back and think about the significance of this fight for Conor McGregor, because whereas we're now experiencing all of that once again, which is being in Conor McGregor's world and just living in it. You know what I mean? We are back to that point where Conor is on top of the game. But we can't forget the fact that there was a lot riding on this fight for Conor in terms of what if he loses. If he lost, I think it would have meant...
that's an interesting way of looking at it.
It would have been over for him.
And he could have gone back to 155 division, or he could have never gotten the attention of Dana White to book his. I mean, they're now interested to book the Khabib. I mean, they're now confirmed. It's gonna be happening soon. I mean,
they're trying to get the Khabib fight ASAP.
Easily. I mean, they're just waiting for Khabib to just go. I mean,
go through.
I'll say that go through. Tony. But I would see. I really want want to actually see Conor versus Khabib too, and that would be a
I
pay-per-view
agree.
mega fight.
Dude, that was the biggest fight. in
even
UFC
for the
history,
company, and for both athletes probably.
But the fact that we're even talking about this, and the fact that the media had questions to Dana and Conor about Badr, you've picked Tony to beat Khabib. No, actually, you didn't say I picked Tony to beat Khabib. You said he's the best guy who can possibly do it.
Yeah.
Being somebody who actually thinks like that, what did you make of the post-fight presser questions to Dana, to Conor, all about Khabib?
I think that's what they're trying to do, because right now it's like Conor's kind of lost his way. It's like maybe he was supposed to stay at 155 and now all of a sudden it's about just getting him back there, because I think that is the biggest money fight. And the reporters know it, Dana knows it, everyone knows it.
Yeah, but dude,
one more thing
Tony
is
Ferguson isn't just gonna, you know what I mean?
He's still an animal.
The audacity
he's still an animal.
for,
I'm not. I mean, we can't take that away.
And what makes me really sad is the way that people present it. So people will say that Khabib's 12-0 in the UFC, is undefeated in his career, he's unstoppable. Dude, Tony Ferguson's 12-0 in the UFC. Tony Ferguson's been on a tear since the moment he stepped into the octagon.
Yeah.
The only thing that stopped him was tripping over a wire. There's so many here, it could be any of us.
We could not fight Khabib. No, but it's insane because Dana White sat there, right after the event, and Dana White was talking about how Khabib Conor is like the biggest fight ever. Dude, Khabib's gonna have to go through the American psycho himself, Tony Ferguson. You telling me that Khabib's biggest challenge isn't even a consideration to make when you're going to talk about Conor's next big fight? Dude, this is the toughest guy Khabib's ever going to face. Skill for skill, pound for pound, wherever way you want to look at it. If there's any one guy, any weight division.
Yeah, so true.
Like any weight division, not just lightweight. I'm talking welterweight. Only guy who can possibly beat is the guy who possesses a skill set that Tony Ferguson
and
does.
not just like a skill set, but like a fight IQ. And it's not even that it's especially high, it's that it's just unique. So like you could take every opponent Khabib has ever fought, and one thing that they would all have is a game plan. They would all have a framework for how to approach the fight. Tony Ferguson doesn't do that, man. Tony Ferguson's just pragmatic. Wherever he sees the fight,
I think that's the beauty of it.
And I think that's what can take Khabib off guard. When he doesn't know what to expect, that's when Tony Ferguson's just gonna catch him, or maybe he's gonna tap him out. I don't know, man. I've always picked Khabib, but I don't see it happening.
Dude, you've obviously trained and fought and everything. So and when you see Tony Ferguson fight, right, as a fighter, what's going through your mind? Because to my mind, it's like I've seen people fight.
Yeah.
I have sparred for like 4 minutes in my life. That doesn't count, right? I've just seen people do things, and I've never seen anyone do the kind of things that Tony Ferguson does with regards to spinning, throwing,
open guard. Even that Kevin Lee fight. That fight was whooping by Kevin Lee. If you go see, I mean, nobody expected that the guy on the bottom gonna throw like a triangle choke and he's gonna submit Kevin Lee.
Dude, it's not easy
by any means. Kevin Lee isn't a small he got back like with the Firaz Zahabi. That's another topic again. But Tony Ferguson submitted a phenom, like I mean, literally that fight was going against him, and still he managed to have a win. So I mean, Tony's style is so unpredictable. His you can say in a sense his striking, he can give you elbow strikes, he can give you jabs, he can do anything from the stand-up point of view to the ground. I mean, he can come with any angle. So he's a tall, lanky dude. He can do a lot of things. So that's I think the best comment would be the unpredictable style. Nobody can ask him, okay, his plan will be, okay, do a Minari roll, probably do a leg lock. So I mean, that guy introduced that. So I mean, in UFC, there's not bunch of guys who are doing that. I mean, Tony got a really good, reputation on his stake right now. So it's gonna be interesting fight. It's gonna be really interesting fight.
The question that I then have for you is that okay, imagine Tony beats Khabib.
Okay.
Tony McGregor, who wins?
It's tough to crack, but obviously, if it goes on the stand-up, I would say obviously, it's still like just like I was expecting a Cowboy could be making the fight go longer, and eventually Cowboy can win. But obviously we all saw it took only 40 seconds and like to finish the so I mean probably Tony versus Conor, it's gonna be going, I think, pretty much now the same way. If like Tony had to take him down, Tony had to straight take him down and start using his jiu-jitsu skills. So because in that department, I think Conor still probably have to finish up some holes and still have to work his weakness, because we didn't saw after the Nate Diaz fight, we didn't saw Conor's jiu-jitsu tested that much. I mean, even after the Khabib fight, so he's just got back.
Yeah, boys, जैसे अभी एक card हुआ है and अगले दिन ही मैं बैठा हुआ था Facebook पे or Twitter पे, or just going through social media. And then I saw some reports from some expert journalists who cover the sport. You know what I mean? And in the YouTube comment section, all of that, and these expert journalists were telling me that the fight was fixed.
Oh no!
Yeah. Did you hear? Did you hear from these fucking nobodies? Like what the? Like who? Like you saw Conor?
Who are you? Yeah.
Masla kya hai? You know what I mean? Like this is insane. Why would anyone? Like, okay, I understand it's big enough sum of money can tempt anyone to do anything. I firmly believe that. And if you're paying Cowboy like 20-30 million, he might put his pride away.
No, actually, I don't think
he wouldn't.
I don't think so. That's a beauty of, I mean, he can come any place. He can fight anywhere, anyone actually at any weight division. So I mean, not these type of. Come on, man. Who say that that could be fixed now?
Just look at the dude himself, man. Look at Cowboy. He lives on a ranch in the middle of nowhere with a select few people. He doesn't care about money and people's validation. I mean, he's just about fighting, man.
And here's the. These are like we're giving the emotional argument here. Like Cowboy wouldn't, what I mean? But if Kevin Spacey's taught me anything, it's don't trust your heroes. You know what I mean?
A couple of other things too.
He's taught me a lot. Oh fuck. But anyway, if I've learned anything from Kevin Spacey, that's so there's a chance that Cowboy took the fall. But here's the chance where I say Cowboy was susceptible to taking the fall. But let me explain to you what happens if you as a promoter, you as Dana White, pay an athlete to take a fall in a professionally sanctioned fight. You know what happens? And you want to take a guess? You lose your fucking license. You can't promote
your
fights.
Promotions gets done.
You're done. You're finished. You are not allowed to put on fights anymore.
Dude, like those dudes with the weird
and still that's just allegation. That's never got proven. So I mean, those are just keyboard
off when
keyboard warriors.
So
don't
come
even
up.
think
this
about
fight was fixed. Where there's an article here that Umer's pulled up. Dana White blast fans saying Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone was rigged. Thank you, Uncle Dana. Like, that's ridiculous. MMA mailbag. Do MMA fans even know what a fixed fight looks like?
I mean, honestly, that's a good one.
Honestly, man, here's a tweet by Mike Patterson. Man, oh man, McGregor Cowboy and the fix was on. Never seen. Its fix was in, you dumbass. Never seen an old KG fighter like Cowboy take 4 shoulders to the face and not even try to move out the way.
Come on, tell that guy, son, please come to
Ultimate fix, LOL. Dana White will announce McGregor versus winner. Oh, shut up.
Fuck off.
That McGregor fight was a joke. I want my money back. Shut the fuck up, man.
Son, come on.
At least he paid.
Man.
Fox Sports, by the way.
This is Fox Sports?
Whoa.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this
Wait,
is
what's
Fox.
the headline? What a joke of a fight. Fix. Hold on.
This makes perfect sense.
I love Fox Sports.
Guys, this makes perfect sense. The UFC Fox contract ended. UFC ESPN. What is this?
Yeah. That's a
probably,
great point,
it makes sense now, huh?
Look at the headline, by the way. This is what Fox News does, and I fucking hate them. What a joke of a fight. ... Fix. So what? That makes no sense. And then it says some UFC fans were furious over the dude. Like, this is ridiculous.
That means nothing.
It means jack shit. And
Why
here's
is
the
that
thing.
a headline?
These guys who usually saying the fight's fixed and whatnot are either people who are pissed about something, like not getting to see 5 rounds, or they're just idiots because they don't know exactly how fight works. The shoulder thing was innovative. I immediately, as soon as the fight ended, the first thing I thought was, oh man, now people are gonna think this fight was fixed because he hit him with the shoulder. No, that's just a seminal move in the world of mixed martial arts, and you can see his nose breaking. You can't
that's a legit move. I mean, now everyone, whole week McGregor fans probably gonna be drilling that, but again, that does work. So I mean,
dude,
come on.
If Cowboy was paid to take the fall, why would he duck the first punch?
That's true.
Like,
why not make history?
Yeah, that's that.
Get 10 million more and get no. Yeah, by the way, Nathan Diaz, or as I like to call him, punch drunk. I need to stop fighting and tweeting stupid shit when I'm seeing other people fight Diaz. That's very long.
Yeah.
Can you put that all on the screen?
No.
Please. Okay.
Fasie won.
Yeah. Umer Fasie always wins, man. Just when I think I'm winning, then he edits some shit in and I look like an idiot. So Nathan Diaz on Twitter said, this shit's all fake. Thanks, Nate. Nobody gives a shit. Like, I hate this about Conor and Nate. They're not fighting, and then they're just gonna tweet about the fight they're watching. Dude, either you're fighting or you shut the fuck up.
I think it's
But I think Conor is interested also in his post press conference. He did say, "Hey Nathan, we have to go again. We have to go again, boy." So I mean, I think they both gonna go for it.
But I don't
and
see-
it's gonna be really crazy fight also because come on 170 pounds. Everyone wants to watch that. Yeah, I mean, so Conor is an interesting, gimmick for UFC. He's
Always.
back now, so he's like a cash cow for UFC. So
he's milking it. What are you saying, brother? Sorry. What are you saying? You're about to say something.
Oh, yeah.
Completely
Sorry,
slipped
yeah.
my mind.
No, you're good, Chad. Wait, go back. Show me that article. What was that?
By Dana White or something.
Oh, Dana White says, I know there are always critics and there's always somebody who has an opinion. People are going to say Cowboy was shot, which is total bullshit. Conor McGregor came out, looked fast, hit hard, had a game plan, finished it. I agree with everything except had a game plan. Because I don't think, even if he had a
Yeah, I
game
think
plan,
this was at the post press conference
yeah,
afterwards.
this was not the game plan in any case. You know
I
what
don't think he had a game plan to begin with. I think he just had a mindset going into that fight. Like, look at every
good
time
enough.
McGregor's come out, he's always done that billionaire start, man. No billionaire start, no anything.
Yeah, that was
He-
really interesting.
He came out completely calm. He hugged all of his coaches, and then he just
He was
came to the
totally changed,
octagon.
yeah.
Dude, he hugged Cerrone after the fight. The first thing he did, and then like everything about McGregor was just different.
Cowboys,
Alright.
grandma. Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboys grandma. Yeah. Okay, boys, I'm gonna give you 5 names, right? So I
Okay.
wanted to talk about what's next for Conor, but I don't want to get into like each and every single possible opponent. I'm gonna give you guys 5 names, and I want you to rank them from 1 to 5. 1 being the fight you most want to see, and 5 being the fight you least want to see, right? And these are very easy names to remember since we're MMA fans. So here we go: Khabib Nurmagomedov, Jorge Masvidal, Marty Kamaru Usman, Tony fucking Ferguson, and Nate Diaz. Who wants to go first?
Khabib is gonna be the
If not Khabib,
Nathan. Nate Diaz. Yeah.
If not him,
If not him, then obviously we can go for Masvidal. Yeah, that's.
I think the last two don't matter.
Yeah, last doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
I think the fight that makes the most sense in terms of it's never been done before is like it's right in front of everyone, man. It's Jorge Masvidal versus Conor McGregor.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would love to see that fight. If that doesn't work out, then I'm open to seeing him fight Khabib or Tony, whoever wins that fight.
So the problem with booking the Khabib
But
fight,
sorry to interrupt here,
you're
but John, his coach, he was giving a aerial comments about the fight. Their next pick is Justin Gaethje.
Really?
Yeah, they're in the 170 division. Yeah, they're gonna go for that
155.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next fight. Connor's next fight is confirmed these are also rumors right now.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be,
Justin Gaethje?
Justin
Yeah.
Gaethje. Yeah.
oh, I don't think
So-
they're
number
gonna do
number
Justin
5,
Gaethje.
right?
I think 170,
Yeah.
but I think Justin Gaethje can do 170 easily.
Yeah,
He's
but-
not that big,
But
dude.
the thing is, so the reason the Gaethje fight never makes sense to me is because
Yeah,
Gaethje's dangerous.
but
Yeah.
It's not
that's the
Like
reason.
the risk reward doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But again,
He's not gonna sell the fight for you. He's not in a good position where you can just be like, "Oh, Justin Gaethje."
but UFC needs it, to
Yeah.
make the division, keep on
155,
going.
yeah.
Yeah. So they can make Masvidal and Usman fight on the same event, and they can make like Conor and Justin
Interesting.
Gaethje fight in
Yeah,
the same
that would be
event also.
interesting.
So,
That would
yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That could be
But-
What
possible.
does that say? You know what? Emitzi and Justin Gaethje need to get on the same. Yeah, but this is a big
See,
problem because
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje's been calling for the Conor fight any which way he can. But here's the problem with Justin Gaethje, right? Justin Gaethje's a dumbass, and I'll tell you why. Justin Gaethje's a dumbass because Justin Gaethje is just like a Chris Cyborg, is just like Tito Ortiz. It's just like so many guys who just don't get it, and that is that you don't fuck with Dana White. End of story. Unless you're making him millions and millions and millions of dollars, you don't fuck with Dana White. Justin Gaethje has come out and said that he wants a Conor fight. He's being ducked. This, that, the other. Dana gives you a fight. Justin Gaethje has fought 3 times since his 2 back-to-back losses to, if I'm not wrong, it was Eddie Alvarez, and then it was Dustin Poirier, I believe. These are the 2 people he lost to.
I guess
Can you pull up Justin Gaethje's record? I just want to get this Justin Gaethje shit out of the way
right
now.
I mean,
I get so annoyed when people say Justin Gaethje's the next guy Conor should fight. Of course,
not
you're
sure.
saying, you're
but
saying that
his coach actually
no,
say that.
Go to
it's gonna
Sherdog.
be- I mean, this is.
I've taught you this word. Like I told you, records of Sherdog. No, I'm just kidding. Just type Sherdog Justin Gaethje. Yeah, there we go. I love you, Umer. I'm sorry. Come on, tell me you love me back. All right.
I didn't have the mic in my hand.
Yeah,
You're still not telling me you love me back. Anyway, go down. Go lower.
I love you.
All right, thank you, Umer. Go lower. Scroll down. There we go.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Eddie Alvarez, Dustin
Poirier,
Poirier. I was right. So then Michael Johnson was his first fight in the UFC. Then he lost Eddie Alvarez. Then he lost Dustin Poirier. And then he's had 3 wins, right? Which is impressive for a division as stacked as lightweight. But look, here are these names out. James Wick, who on that time was on the up and coming, then just absolutely fell down. Yeah, he's had brutal knockouts after. I worry about the guy.
And he keeps like talking trash.
Yeah, he needs to stop. And then Edson
shit beat out of him.
Barboza. And then Edson Barboza, which is again a very impressive fighter. Again, Donald Cerrone, a very impressive fighter. But do you get a fight with Conor McGregor if you have minimal interest in you as a fighter and if you have 3 wins?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because fighting Conor McGregor is not fighting the number 3 ranked lightweight in the world. It's Conor McGregor. You have to sell the fight.
This
That's
isn't
the point.
person.
I mean,
sold
maybe
here.
that's the reason why Justin is after it. You know why? Because everyone wants to have that money check.
panty night.
So I mean,
Yeah, no,
that red panty night. Yeah. I mean, believe
Justin
me.
should be after it. But I'm just saying he should not get the fight.
Like it feels like this is less about Justin Gaethje as a fighter himself, but more about his position in the rankings. That he's the lightweight fighter. He's in that top 5.
Yeah, because Justin Gaethje's legitimate claim is to the lightweight championship.
Yeah.
Not to a mega. Not his claim isn't to a mega fight with the biggest draw in UFC history, knowing that fighting Justin Gaethje is probably going to do brain damage to said biggest draw in the UFC history. So that Dana White can't milk that cash cow if Justin Gaethje knocks him out and puts his lights out. What makes sense for me personally, the Khabib rematch makes sense and Jorge makes sense, right?
Yeah.
The Khabib rematch, however, I will say comes with a caveat, which is that they're already booked to fight in April. I'd like to see that play out, and like to see them fight the end of the year. In the meanwhile, I'd like to see Jorge and Conor. Marty Usman,
War one Nate Diaz.
just Nate Diaz is not going to happen. This is why because I don't see, the thing is, I love the Diaz brothers to death. But the problem is these guys talk, come in, fight, leave. In Nick's case, don't even come back to fight. Nate just came back. He fought twice in short amount of time. And it's not that, he's not fighting. That's why I'm annoyed. It's that he just says, all right, peace out. I'll see you guys later. Like, you can't get me invested in you and then say, so I don't
As
think
a promoter, if you're like looking at it as a business,
yeah, as a business
totally
decision,
agree.
or just even as a fan, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why'd you have to, get me all interested and then be like, all right, I'll see you guys later. Marty Usman, Kamaru Usman, the problem I have with Kamaru Usman is primarily that Kamaru, it's that Kamaru's style is too much of a polar opposite to McGregor's. Not that I want McGregor to win.
Fight style or personality?
Fight style.
Fight style.
Both.
I mean,
Conor's like a really likable guy and Marty's cringe as hell. But that's not the point. The point is Marty is in a completely different category of fighter right now. And we're slowly getting into the process of now fighters being titled as crotch huggers and fighters being titled as, the BMF belt is there literally so we can crown a welterweight champion who doesn't hug. That's the primary
But
thing.
then so I think with the Kamaru fight, the problem is on both sides. So I don't think Kamaru's done enough in the UFC to deserve that McGregor fight. I don't think so. I think, he's taken Woodley out, but then on the other side, McGregor hasn't fought that much at 170. Why give him the title fight? He's not in, he's not in that. At the same time, I don't think that he's ready for the 155 title fight either, because he didn't fight at 155. He fought at 170. I think his next fight does dictate where he goes.
Kamaru's targeting Jorge Masvidal now. I think that's smart because it keeps him relevant, gives him a good fight. Because again, we forget the fact that Justin Gaethje's had 3 wins in his last 3 fights. Jorge Masvidal had 3 wins, and he had the best year a UFC fighter.
I mean, Masvidal was the superstar of the last year of UFC. I mean,
you can't
that
forget.
dude, I'm not taking anything from him, but I mean, but Khabib should be I would say like the next
obvious
fight
choice.
obvious choice.
But that again makes sense if he gets past Tony.
Yeah, makes sense, huh?
And I think so. The way it makes sense to me is Conor's gonna stay ready apparently in April,
Yeah.
in case Tony or Khabib fall out, so that he can come in, step in, and fight whoever drops out because they've been booked 5 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
The fifth is this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the 5th time,
So,
right? So he's gonna stay ready for then. If both of them get to the cage, they get in, fine. But then Conor's already getting ready for that fight, so he can probably fight in month and a half after that card. And then he can fight any one of Nate, Jorge, not Kamaru. Fuck.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I think
Usman can go with the Masvidal fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
Usman
actually,
can go for the Masvidal fight, or Usman can go for the winner of Woodley versus Leon Edwards, which is happening in UFC London.
Yeah,
Which is a
I
very
mean,
good fight.
It's also a good fight, huh?
Woodley's a former, like, Woodley dominated the division for a while.
But I don't think so. He's gonna take that winner because he's gonna be probably going with the BMF title holder, like Masvidal.
He's gonna want some,
Yeah,
some kind of draw,
some
yeah.
cash.
It
You know,
just feels like Jorge is the real welterweight champion.
Yeah,
It genuinely feels like
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I still think ideally I'd want McGregor to go through a season, which is he's done this fight. Then after the Khabib Tony fight, he gets one more fight, and by the end of the year, he fights Khabib, and we have all year to talk, or we have infinite amount of time until that fight is booked to talk about Khabib versus Conor potentially going at it. Just to keep my thoughts brief, I think Conor can actually take him. I know people say it's impossible. I know people say that it's not gonna happen.
yeah, it would be interesting now because he just changed his weight division.
Everything.
I don't know which weight division they're gonna agree on, and he looks big now. He looks big. He probably in the 2 years he can make. Come on, anybody can make their jiu-jitsu better in 2 years. So who knows? And he's training with that Bellator Dylan Dennis. I mean, I mean world level jiu-jitsu there. I mean,
Cringy guy,
he
but
probably done more wrestling in 2 years also. So I mean, many things can be changed.
And
now.
you don't even have to look at what Conor just did in 40 seconds. Just go back to Khabib versus Conor.
Yeah.
Watch the entirety of round 3, and then tell me that Conor doesn't have a chance because he's stuffing takedowns. He got taken down. He got back up. He's connecting with the right shots. And again, I'll buy Conor's narrative here. This is with a shit camp. This is not this 42nd Conor McGregor who just put away one of the legends of all time.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is a
he
Conor,
looked different back in
that was
Khabib
whiskey
fight.
Conor.
Yeah,
that was I'm trying to sell my bottles, Conor. You know what I mean? That's
He
a completely
walked
different
out
animal.
with it, man. He walked out with a bottle of whiskey. before
Went to
a fight.
Conan O'Brien and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Dolly McGregor. there we go.
Dolly McGregor.
Yo, there we go. Thanks for pulling that up, Umer.
Whoa.
Just good
Yeah.
times. I want to rewatch
Michael
this.
Chiesa's bleeding.
Yeah.
Rose can't fight anymore.
Ray Borg has a glass in his eye.
Or Ray Borg might be fighting this year later.
I hope so,
I haven't,
man.
dude. Like,
I mean, after winning a bunch of
Yeah.
lawsuits, these guys, I'm glad they're all making money on McGregor. But fuck, dude, who does that? That was a completely different guy right there. Even though this was way before their build-up. But this is round about the time after the Floyd fight that Conor became the world's biggest sporting superstar. And you know what? I will leave this podcast at this note. That we have learned a lesson of forgiveness, I think. Not just a lesson of, overcoming odds and being the best you and all of that bullshit that you want to say about Conor's comeback and the way he's recovered as a human being. We've learned a lesson of forgiveness because that guy who was throwing the dolly and drinking an entire glass of whiskey on Conan O'Brien's show days before his fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov let down so many people around the world, fans, people who believed in this guy, people who thought this guy was it to, just make them feel something and hope something. I speak from experience personally. I was so let down after the Khabib fight, but we learned a lesson of forgiveness. And that is that people can change. People can go through different points in their life, and you can essentially, because we forget this is a sport with human beings.
Yeah.
Conor went through the biggest humiliation of his life, getting mauled on the floor against Khabib for 4 rounds and getting choked out. He's still a dude. And you know why I'm humanizing him so much? Because Conor McGregor had all of the sporting world in the palm of his hand, and he wasn't even 30 fucking years old.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen, man? He's gonna smash phones, punch old guys, drink too much alcohol, get coked out, then do fucked up shit. We saw that, we enjoyed it, and now we're seeing the rebirth. And I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to put on. Yeah, I mean,
You just gotta learn to forgive.
perfect description.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Well, it's been lit.
Yeah.
It's been lit. Oh my God. This is not who I am as a person. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is exactly who I am as a person. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Share it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel in case you aren't. I know sometimes we forget that we're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, but just check. Just see if it's red. If it's red, click on it. If it's gray, then you've done a good job. Just please follow us, support us, or don't, but at least just watch our shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This has been The Weigh-In, the 6th episode. So glad to have my boys Shahid and Badr back. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of us. Stay tuned, and as always, keep it tight. And then that guy who fucking commented, I got my first criticism, guys. We all saw that. The guy said, I swear too much and I laugh too much. Well, fuck you, I guess. I did both things.